Secretary Mnuchen.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here on my first busy day in office. Yesterday, the Department of Treasury's Office of Foreign Asset Control, known as OFAC, designated Venezuelan national Tarek al-Assami as a specially designated narcotics trafficker pursuant to the Foreign Narcotics Kingpin Designation Act for playing a significant role in international narcotics trafficking. Al-Assami's primary frontman, Venezuelan national Samark Lopez Bello, was also designated. These designations follow a multi-year investigation into Al-Assami's criminal activities, and President Trump appreciates the hard work put into this case by the Department of Treasury, the Department of State, as well as the National Security Council and many people throughout law enforcement. Following the signing of the executive order last week, designing to break the back of criminal drug cartels, this action demonstrates the President's seriousness about fighting the scourge of drugs in the United States. In addition, he wants to send a clear message to the people of Venezuela that America stands with them. And with that, I'm happy to take 2 or 3 questions specifically about this.
Since sanctions are directly relevant, obviously, to the Treasury Department, which is an agency that you now oversee, can you talk a little bit about plans to sanction Russia and if you will keep Obama-era sanctions against Russia?
Our current sanctions programs are in place, and I would say sanctions are an important tool that we will continue to look at for various different countries. But it's a very important program within the Treasury Department.
And for Russia specifically, sir?
The existing policies are in place.
Mr. Secretary.
Yes.
Contemplating any additional sanctions against Iran, and can you tell us what you think the bottom line will be of these particular sanctions you announced yesterday and are referring to today with the Venezuelan Vice President? What's it going to mean?
First, let me just comment, again, this is as a result of a very long effort.
By the way?
Yes, this was underway. This was a very long effort, but the implication is quite significant. We expect that there will be frozen tens of millions of dollars. And again, that sanctions are a very important way of us sending a message that we will not stand for illicit activities, whether they're drug trafficking or terrorism.
Secretary,
On Iran,
including
sir?
sanctions, what other tools are you looking at?
I can't comment on all the tools, but again, let me just reinforce that sanctions are a very important tool within the department, and we will use them as appropriate.
Contemplating more with Iran, sir?
In this case, we did freeze assets again, as I mentioned, tens of millions of dollars of assets, and that will have a very big impact on this. So I'll take one more question, please. Yes, in the back.
During the campaign, the president had made comments about Janet Yellen and whether basically inferring that she was being too political and that she should be ashamed of herself. Do the folks at the Treasury Department and within the administration feel confident with Mrs. Yellen at the helm and to be able to set monetary policy going forward?
Well, let me just comment. I'm really here today again to talk about the Venezuelan situation. But let me just say that there is a tradition of the Secretary of Treasury having ongoing meetings with the head of the Federal Reserve, and I look forward to that now that I'm in office, doing that and spending time with her. Thank you very much, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here on my first day.
Thank you. All right, let's get back to the fun.